Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning, Amber.
Tell the jury your name and where you're employed.
Crystal Crawford at the Econo Lodge in Kingsport, Tennessee.
Okay. Is that located on Airport Parkway in Kingsport?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. How long have you been employed there?
I have been working there almost 10 years.
Okay. What is your title there?
Front desk clerk.
Okay. Can you give us a brief description of your job duties at the Econo Lodge?
Front desk, laundry, some days housekeeping also. Just whatever needs to be done. I do all his management paperwork and all that.
Okay. So those duties include things like checking in and checking out guests?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And I'm assuming Econo Lodge creates records and maintains those records at the hotel?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And when you enter information to the hotel, is it into like a computer system that's maintained?
Yes, ma'am.
And are those records preserved for a certain amount of time?
Yes, I believe up to 5 years.
Okay. And when you create these records, is it essentially the same procedure each time?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to pass you a document.
Okay.
You could take a look at that and see if you recognize it.
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Okay. Can you tell us what it is?
It is a check-in and check-out slip on Megan Boswell.
Okay. And have you seen that document before?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. How was this document generated?
In order for this to generate, the guest has to come in and check in and provide ID, and then we give them the room keys and they sign a registration card stating that they were present at the property.
Okay. And was this particular document run, a search was essentially run on Megan Boswell's name, is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
And is this part of your record keeping that was kept and maintained in the normal course of business at the Econo Lodge?
Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, we'd be asked that made exhibit number 84.
Exactly. Yes, sir. Before the 84.
Thank you. I'm waiting for this screen to.
You're fine.
Sorry, Judge. Permission to publish?
Go ahead.
Okay. And Ms. Crawford, you should be able to see this on your screen as well.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And is this the document you were just referencing that was produced at the Econo Lodge?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And you recognize Megan Boswell's name as having been at the Econo Lodge on 3 dates in 2019 and 1 date in 2020?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Can you tell the jury the dates that Megan Boswell checked in and out of the Econo Lodge in 2019?
She checked in on 10/11/2019, checked out on 10/12/2019, checked in on 12/14/2019, checked out on 12/15/2019, checked back in on 12/15/19, checked out on 12/16/2019.
Okay. And then she had one more, it looks like, on January 6, 2020. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
And if I could please have exhibit number 83 passed to the witness, please. It's that.
Would you like to see
Oh.
the next one? Yes, he is.
Okay, Ms. Crawford, do you recognize what I've handed you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and can you tell us what that document is?
It is a registration card for Bailey Hawkins.
Okay, and what was the date of check-in and check-out on that?
February 22nd of 2020 and checked out on February 23rd of 2020.
Okay, all right, you can pass that back to the clerk. Thank you. Do you know who the defendant Megan Boswell is?
Not personally, no, just from coming into the motel.
Okay, so you recognize her from coming into the motel?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Did you recognize her because of this case, or did you recognize her before Evelyn was reported missing?
No, she came into the motel a few times before I ever even knew that her baby was missing. And of course, I didn't speak to her very much in the first couple of times she stayed. But after a couple of times, you know, the guests get familiar to you. So I did spark up a conversation with her. I think it was around the third time of her staying there.
Okay. And do you recall her staying at the Econo Lodge during those months that we just went through of December 14th and December 15th, which would have been, I guess, that third day, December 15th
Yes, ma'am.
of 2019. And did you talk with her at all during that time?
Like I said, about the third time,
Okay.
I spoke up, you know, a conversation with her probably for about 20 minutes or so, maybe a little longer than that.
Okay. Were you aware that if she had a child?
Not until the third time,
Okay. And how were you made aware that she had a child that third time?
because of the conversation we were having. I can't really remember a lot of details. It's been so long ago, but, you know, I can't remember if she brought it up or I brought it up. I really can't remember.
Okay. And what did she say about her child?
She told me that she was with her father.
Okay. So is it fair to say you never saw Evelyn at the hotel with Megan Boswell?
No, ma'am, I never saw her.
Okay. Do you recall seeing Megan Boswell at the hotel with anybody else ever?
No, ma'am.
Okay. One moment. During the times that you saw the defendant, the 2 times in December and the 2 times in January, did she ever appear to be crying?
No, not that I can remember.
Did she ever give appearance of being scared or worried?
No, ma'am, not that I can remember.
Did she ever express any concern to you about the safety of her daughter?
No, ma'am, not that I can remember.
All right. Please answer any questions the defense has for you, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
No questions for this witness.
All right. Ms. Crawford, thank you for your testimony today. You're released from your subpoena, ma'am. You're free to go.
Thank you.